Greetings, everybody. I hope the information and the training I'm going to share with you for the next 40 minutes will be practical, will be what I do on a daily basis to create leads beyond imagination. Barbara calls me sometimes and says, "Can you be on this call and do this?" I tell her, "Barbara, I got 2 weeks, I'm behind for 2 weeks responding to leads. I can't do this." So how would you like to know the marketing tips that I do that create so many leads that even with Ayman helping me in the business, there's 2 of us now, I can't keep up. I'm always behind. A lead comes to me and I'm a week behind in responding, or sometimes 2 weeks. So I'm going to share the things I'm doing marketing-wise with all of you, and I hope you can take that information, go home, and apply it if you want to, and see the results. They're just unbelievable. Before I get started with that, I want to tell you why I chose to build a consumer-based business. Many of you have known me for many years. I've started with New Earth back in 1990 as a consumer initially for 2 years, and then I started to do the business with my late husband in 1992. In 1992, when we started to do the business, we divided the responsibilities. Rich, as many of you know, was so good in motivating people. He was a seminar leader. He could just stand here and, how do you say that? Sell ice to Eskimos, right? Sorry, English is my second language, not my native language. So he could do that. He knew how to talk about the pay plan, get people excited about the business. And my role in that business was to talk to people about health, how to become healthy, a proper diet, and the products. So that was my expertise. I was always in the background. And unfortunately, after Rich passed away, I thought that in order to keep the business going, in order for me to continue the growth of our business, I needed to do what Rich has done. So I needed to do business presentations, I needed to recruit business people, I needed to motivate them, I needed to become a huge motivator in talks and everything. And I thought, well, that's not my comfort level, but in order to keep the business going, I needed to do that part of the business that I had no idea how to do and what to do. So I created my own business presentation, I started recruiting business people, and I did my first business meeting. And I don't know how I got through it. I forgot the words. I couldn't remember anything. It was a fog. And basically, I thought, well, this is a new language for me, a business language. Well, maybe if I get used to it, if I do it over and over, I'll be comfortable with it and I'll keep doing it. Well, it never happened. I started having a hate relationship with the business. And it wasn't growing, and it wasn't something from my heart. So, Kevin says, enjoy the journey. Well, I started hating the journey. I wouldn't get up in the morning, and I would just dread the idea that, oh boy, I have to be on the phone and talk about money and talk about the business. And I just didn't like that. So, I decided, I'm going to give up everything, go on vacation, relax. So I went on vacation, relaxed, thought about the whole thing, came back and decided I'm going to do what I'm passionate about doing. I love to talk health. I love to talk about the products. And why don't I turn that into a business? And if people see what I do and they get good results with the products, they're going to do what I've done. I was a consumer first. I didn't join in for the money or the business. I was a consumer for 2 years. So I thought, well, they'll do what I'm doing. So who knows? What was the Kevin Costner's movie? You build them? No, you build them and they'll come? Yeah, so that's what I did. I thought I'll build a consumer-based business, and if they want to switch like I did and build a business with me, great. But I'm just going to concentrate on health and talking about the products. So what I'm going to share with you today are marketing tips. You have to be marketing savvy in however you build your business. If you're recruiting business builders, you still have to do marketing. If you're recruiting and advertising about the products, you still have to be marketing savvy. And so I'm going to share the marketing tips. And the first one is advertisement. Advertising is very important in your business. You've got to do local advertising, not international or national. And the reason for that, if people respond to these ads, they want to meet with you. They don't want to just talk to you on the phone. So the personal relationship that you can establish with people locally about what you've got, and if they become interested in it, what can they offer you? You can offer them? So getting together with these leads that come from these ads is very important. It creates a lot of trust. It creates a relationship. They go from consumers to becoming friends to becoming even business builders later on. This is one of the ads that I have. Take advantage of what's popular in the market today. Everybody is talking about vitamin D, right? So we have a whole food vitamin D. So when you go to a store and you're buying your vitamin D because the doctor told you you're deficient of it, you're buying just a single synthetic man-made vitamin. We offer them the mushrooms. Mushrooms are the highest, they have the highest amounts of vitamin vitamin D2. So we have a unique advantage in this market. And I get some good leads from people asking me, what is an organic food supplement that offers me vitamin D? So these classified ads are very inexpensive. They're like $15 or $20. And you gotta find a publication that's holistic in nature, not just any publication. So we have a large co-op in Seattle, and they produce a publication that goes to thousands and thousands of people. And the classified ads are cheap. So look for something locally in your local community that is holistic in nature and have a large circulation of readers. The second ad is a business ad. So why on earth am I having a business ad in the paper that will bring me business people when I'm creating a consumer-based business? And the reason for that is this is an ad that literally qualifies the prospect when they call me. They know it's a home-based business. They know I am selling and marketing supplements that are food-based and organic. So they're qualified already. So all what they want to know is the details. And guess what? Once they meet with me, I tell them you can't start this business unless you try the products first. Because you can't just talk about the business opportunity and so forth unless the products have made a difference in your health and you're leading with your heart, not just the brain. So they try the products first. 90% of these prospects that come to me about a business opportunity turn to be just consumers. They don't do the business. They're just consumers. They try the products, they fall in love with it, and then life gets in the way. They either get a job, a new job, or they got a divorce, or they moved. But this ad actually brings me excellent consumers. And because they fall in love with the products, they know that they sign up as an associate. So I tell them, just send the people my way. Send me friends, family, you fell in love with the products. So let me take care of them. And pretty soon, they start to see small checks coming their way. And some of them will build a large organization. So this is one of my favorite ads. And I have these 3 ads at the same publication every month. The cost is about $70 for all 3 ads. We offer whole food supplements to the public. Most people, when they go to holistic doctors, are being recommended to take isolated, man-made supplements, A, B, C, beta-carotene, zinc. I went through that route. I walked out of the most famous homeopathic doctor in Seattle because of my health challenge. And he wanted me to take over 25 supplements. And when I mentioned, I said, money is not an issue. Give me the best natural doctor. I want to heal. I had some really major health issues. And all of them said, you cannot heal just with foods or food-based supplements. You have to take the mega doses of this and that. It just didn't make sense to me. So when I healed and became well, I put in this ad because the way I healed my body is through food. Nothing else, not mega doses of this and that. And I wanted all these people that go shopping at the health food store to know that we've got a huge advantage over what is being offered in the market there. So when they come and see me, it's amazing. I tell them, bring all the supplements you're taking. Some of them, one of them, came in with 53 supplements in a bag. And when I tell them all what you have to do to get healthy, we talk to them about probiotics, enzymes, whole food supplements like algae or bee pollen, and only 6 or 7 products. Guess what? They're interested. They want to get started. They're tired of popping up all these pills day and night. So this is a really effective ad. It gives us a very strong niche in the market. And there are other whole food companies. And you should know the difference between our Whole Foods and other whole food companies that sell supplements in the market. And I'm telling you, we still are the #1 because of our manufacturing process. If you know what these other famous whole food companies do to produce these foods, you don't want to touch them. So you should know how their whole foods are being processed. I call them Frankenstein foods because they're all coming from a lab. Ours is coming from the soil, from the sea, from the lake. So completely natural. Another way of getting leads is to do expos locally. Expos are a fantastic way to connect with your people locally that are the group that go to the certain expo should be the group of people that align with what you're selling them. I have tried survival shows. I have tried naturopathic convention show. I paid almost $2,000 for the booth thinking I'm going to be interacting with holistic doctors, and I didn't get one lead. So I found, this is my own experience, I found the vegetarian expos in local communities are the best in terms of what we offer them. So I only do one show a year, which is the Vegetarian of Washington Expo. It's been a tremendous source for getting people interested in what we have to offer them. Now the picture here that you're seeing is marketing the lotion. And this next one is marketing the BG bars. And now we have a third product, which is BioAgile, that I will be adding on the table. The products that we have address, people try the BG bar, people try the lotion, and now the BioAgile. There's something magical about people coming to your booth, and what you're offering them to test appeals to the senses, to their touch sense with the lotion. There's something magical about that lotion. I don't know how many of you have not tried the lotion. You should try that. You apply it, I find people when they come to my booth, they put the lotion, this feels really good. What's in it? And it gives me a chance to converse with them. The lotion is literally magic. It's one of my favorite products. And the taste and the smell. Now if you look at this on this slide, I don't lead with the algae, because you're in a vegetarian expo. And what is the one food that vegetarians go crazy about? Wheatgrass. Wheatgrass is in the bar. So I don't lead with the algae. I don't talk about the algae. I just talk about the wheatgrass and other sprouts, because that's what appeals to them. So you always have to apply what you're doing to the market, to the people you're talking to. Another way of effectively creating leads is YouTube. How many of you have YouTube channels where you've created some videos for marketing purposes? My goodness, not too many. This is such a strong way to create leads. I have thousands of followers. My videos are not selling products. So when you're creating videos, you should not be selling products. You should educate. Whatever I learn to stay healthy, to create regeneration in my body instead of degeneration, I am teaching people what I've done. So there are different YouTube channels that I've created. I've created one for general health. And they're not just my lectures on health, but other people. I have a lecture on enzymes from Viktoras Kolvenskis on my YouTube. So a lot of people watch that and they say, what kind of enzymes do you have? Another channel is for my native language. If you speak a different language fluently, you need to utilize that. That's a huge advantage for you. If you speak Spanish, you should be going after the Spanish market, the Spanish-speaking individuals. Chinese, I speak Arabic, that's my native language. So I created a channel that targets anybody that speaks Arabic all over the world. And I have thousands of followers that email me from different parts of the world saying, you said this about this, and what's it all about? Let us know. And the company ships internationally. And if they don't ship to other countries, I make it happen. So if they don't ship to South Africa, I'm going to make it happen. People are willing to pay the money to get the health results that we have. So there's a channel that I'm going to create for dogs. I'm a dog lover. I have 3 of them. I know how to keep them healthy. They got over a lot of the degenerative processes when I adopt them. So I'm teaching people what I've done. I'm teaching people what I feed them for breakfast. I'm teaching them about raw foods and so forth. And you're going to watch a couple of videos. Anybody can do videos today. You can just Ayman uses the iPad, and he's taking pictures of my dog eating raw bones. And see, these videos are not selling, but they're creating followers that want to know what you're doing. So I'm going to play a couple of these videos. One is about the dogs and their favorite best snack. And the second video is talking about sprouted bread in a local grocery. I just took advantage of that grocery allowing me to come in and film the video there. It's in Arabic, but I wanted you to understand You don't have to be an expert on the products, but if you're an expert in other topics, people want to know. And so create these videos. Okay, this is about sprouted bread.
صباح الخير يا مشاهدينا الأعزاء. أنا في الأورجانيك فود أند كافيه ستور في دبي مول، واليوم أنا في المخبز بتاعهم. عايزة أكلمكم اليوم عن العيش الصحي اللي مفروض ناكله يفيد الصحة بدل ما يضر الصحة. احنا متعودين ناكل عيش من دقيق، سواء عيش أبيض أو عيش أسمر. فأنا كلمتكم قبل كده في عدة حلقات تانيين عن العيش.
Okay, good. So the second video is
One
my
more
dogs.
thing I want to include in this video, and that is coconut meat is one of the best snack foods for dogs. I have 2 Pomeranian dogs, and they go crazy when I take them for a walk and give them some coconut meat. Also, when your dogs have diarrhea or any digestive system problems, give them some coconut water to hydrate them and kill any harmful bacteria in their gut. I hope you've enjoyed this short video and the information was helpful for you and in your quest to become healthy.
See, it's not about the products, right? It's all about benefits and service to consumers. You won't believe how many people will follow your videos and ask you questions. You're creating interest. That's all what it's all about. So the last market I want to talk to you about is internet. 90% of my leads are coming from the internet, from creating niche sites. And a niche site is nothing more than your story. What did you experience when you tried the products? Did it help you in terms of regeneration? What is specifically is your story? And I have many stories, and I chose 2 of them. I chose eczema, and I chose sinusitis, because changing my diet, changing the environment, and using healthy products led me to total health. So instead of just talking to somebody about my results, I decided I'm gonna write pages and I'm gonna put it out there in the internet, and this becomes a niche site website. I also have a niche site for dogs, because I help dogs and I help them with their health also. My niche site for dogs is dog colitis. So between these 3 niche sites, we are getting almost 5 to 10 leads a day. Completely amazing. I started that many years ago. So now I have a huge following for people that come on these niche sites and ask questions and so forth. So I'm going to take you through the steps of what you need to know. And by the way, you don't have to create a website. You can create a blog. That's a lot easier to work with. So the first thing you want to know is, well, let's go back in the old days. What did we do in the old days when somebody meet up with us and we're trying to tell them about the products and health issues and so forth? We ask them questions, we learn about their health background, and then we give them the things that they're looking for. We meet their goals, we meet their health goals. And with an eczema site, I want everybody throughout the whole world who has eczema to contact me. So I know what to do, I connect with them well because I've been through that. So the niche site has to be very, very specific. And so specific that I don't want anybody who's looking for an allopathic remedy with eczema on the internet to come to my site. I want people that are looking for holistic approaches to making sure that they understand how to get and reverse eczema. So the specific site has to be, when you choose your domain name, when you choose your keywords, they have to be completely aligned with what you're offering people. I'm offering a holistic solution. I'm not offering a medical solution. So those are the people I'm looking for. So once you choose a topic, now you have to go through a software that tells you what are people looking for. For example, eczema. What are they Googling? The questions they're asking to find the information they want to know. So you write your site based on these keywords. So if the keyword says the most popular thing that people are searching for are eczema photos, eczema pictures, then I should be having a link on my site that shows eczema photos. Maybe they want to learn about itching. What can you do about the itching that's associated? So one of my links will be about itching. Why does eczema patients have itching, extreme itching? So you cater your pages based on the keywords that software told you what people are looking for. So in your site, you should be having links that would allow you to collect email addresses. So on my sites, I have links that says, if you're interested in getting an article about acidic or alkaline foods, email me. I'll send you free of charge. You just email me and I'll send you that article. So what do I do with that email address? I put it in a list that I call no permission file. They didn't give me permission to email them again, but I will add them to that file. And once in a while, maybe once every 2 months or 3 months, they're going to get an email newsletter from me. And the newsletter is not going to be about selling. It's just educational. So these people don't ask me to stop sending them information, because all what I'm doing is service. So there's another link for Candida. There's another link that asks them, if you want an article on leaky gut, email me and I'll send you. And my purpose is to collect these email addresses. Now, once you set up your website, now you're ready for Google Ads. I suggest $3 a day, at least, and that's about $100 a month in Google Ads. Google would be the best search engine that you work with because it's very popular. Everybody goes to Google. I stopped advertising for my site many years ago, and I still get leads every day, because if your site is well written, people will start passing it on to blogs that have the same condition. People get together on chat lists on blogs, and they talk about the same condition. They all have the same condition. So once you get to that level with your website, you really don't need to advertise anymore. Sometimes all of a sudden I get so many leads from Australia, one after another, for the next week or so. So I know somebody in Australia belonged to a chat list, for example, that talked about eczema. So they passed on my website to all these people. Your website should have testimonies. Make it compliance. First of all, I want you to know that these niche websites are not associated with the company's website at all. They're independent website. I do not talk about the company, their products, the labels. Nothing like that exists on my website. So it's just my story. I could talk about probiotics in general, right? I don't have to mention a product. I can talk about enzymes in general. The testimonies are the people that I worked with and they got good results. And we have tons of testimonies right now that are also compliance. Now, what happens once they fill out the contact information and they're ready to contact me? They send me their phone number, their email address. The next thing is I send them a questionnaire. In the old days when we didn't have internet, we would sit down with somebody and ask them questions. We learn what their health goal is. So I have about 20 questions that I ask them, and they send me the response back, and I'm ready to give them feedback. And the feedback is generic. The feedback is something that I do not customize for every single response. It's already standardized. So I can take all that stuff that I wrote, the questions, the feedback, the recommendations, and I can teach somebody else. I taught Ayman what to do. So he's managing all these niche sites. I duplicated that and taught it to other associates. So they're coming up with their own websites and their own ability to respond, even though they're not health experts. They didn't read all the books I read. But I wrote every single feedback and I gave it to them. So now they can respond to what people say when they answer the questions. What are you supposed to say? In fact, I'm teaching one person here, Elise, what to do, and it's working really well, isn't it?
Absolutely. I have to say it's effective.
Yeah. So, okay, so you give them the feedback and you give them the recommendations about what products they need. So I don't really customize anything because it's the same products that I tell people to use, because it's based on our health model. You cannot heal and regenerate anything in the body without first starting with a healthy digestive system. So it doesn't matter if they're coming to me from the sinusitis website or the eczema or the dog site. I always give them the same recommendation. You gotta start with improving the digestive system first. So that's easy to train people, to teach them what to say and how to duplicate the process. So now they're ready to buy. They like your recommendation and they're ready to buy. I will send them to, you have the replicated New Earth site, and that's what you send them to buy the products. I use Healthy Futures site, which is a different site, and that's connected to my replicated site. So if they go to my Healthy Futures site and they start to buy the products, they'll end up on my replicated site, and the company will know that they came from my site and give me the credit for that. So it's a seamless process of starting with a lead on the internet and getting them to sign up. Once the company notify me that the prospect signed up and bought these products, then I'm ready to get them going with follow-up information. I believe so much in educating consumers. I educate them a lot. I ask them to read some books, whether they do or not. I've done my job. I've told them, this is a good book, read it. One of the best books that gives us a chance to say that our health model, what we recommend, literally is supported by medical doctors. This is a book written in the 50s, but he says the same thing that all functional medicine doctors say, that Barbara has written about, functional nutrition. 12 MDs have written a book here that talks about exactly what we offer the public.
We can't see over here. What are the titles?
Optimal digestive health. This is a health model that we are selling to the public, and this is why it's effective. It isn't about the algae. I'm not selling algae. I'm selling a health model that's scientifically proven. And medical doctors are practicing this medical discipline today. And they're saying the same thing we're saying here in New Earth.
What is the other book that you...
Food is your best medicine. Henry Beeler, Food is your best medicine.
Can't see it.
Food is your best medicine.
So, you know, when we recommend the products, it's always the same, and it's based on this health model. It's probiotics, it's enzymes, it's algae, and antioxidants to support the liver. It's always the same. And the reason it works, you will find that in these books, why it works. Most important two systems in your body are your digestive system and your liver. You support that, that's what our products do. You support that, your immune system will be strong, your brain will function well, everything in the body will function well. So I don't have to come up with a customized product list for every single lead that I get. It's the same thing over and over again. So, follow up. Welcome letter, 4 letters that go to them. Welcome letter, a letter on the cleansing process, a letter on how to take the products, and a letter on what a healthy diet looks like. So once I'm done with that, I've done my job. The rest is up to them. They need to take the actions. Another follow-up is a package that I send out to all consumers. I even handwrite a piece of paper. How many of you handwrite something today? So education, again, I want people to know, and I do a good job in that. I want them to become consumers for life. And you can't do that with people unless they cannot become consumers for life unless they know why they're taking probiotics, why they're taking enzymes. So you have to do your job in terms of educating them. Another follow-up is auto emails. So I've created, in the old days, we used to send letters every week. So today, it's a great system. I created in one system about 25 letters, in another system 55 letters. So people get a letter from me by email automatically every 3 or 4 days. And you can get into a system like iContact and create these auto emails. They're duplicatable. You can take the eczema letters and create letters for dog owners. It's the same approach, the same concept, the same health information. Doesn't change. So that's another way to keep connecting with your consumers. And finally, I send or write a health letter once every 3-4 months, and then they hear back from me. You'd be amazed how people get addicted to these letters when they get them. And when they stop coming, I get emails saying, what happened? What happened to these letters, you know? But they get ongoing letters once in a while. So the follow-up system is really, really important so that you can continue the communication, the contact with consumers that you bring online. So in conclusion, I would like you to know that this is a duplicatable system. This is a practical system. This is something you can teach others to do. It's all about marketing. If you are not getting leads by email, if you're not getting leads by people calling you on the phone, people Skyping you, you need to find a way. You need to find a way to attract people all over the world, not just locally. And that's what I've done. I followed my passion. And if you follow your passion and what you love to do, you will enjoy the journey. This is such an amazing business. All what I need is a computer. And I continue to sign people up. If I was cruising in the Mekong River, and a lot of you know that we travel a lot, 2 months from now, I'm going to be in Morocco, and I'll still continue to sign people up. All what I need is a computer. That's it. So this is a business that created freedom for me. It allowed me to double my income in 2 years. So I went from gold 50 to gold 100, and now I'm going for gold 200. A consumer-based business that also brings me associates. So I hope these tips will help you. You could apply some of it to your business. Thank you.